Do you ever wonder why half your Florida leads never answer the phone? I'm about to tell you exactly why. All right, let's talk about it. The ones that do answer seem distracted, uninterested, ready to get off the call. You think it's a lead quality problem. Your agency thinks it's a targeting problem. I'm about to tell you it's neither. Let's jump into it. So it's typically a timing problem that's targeted to how Florida consumers behave. And once you understand it, your close rates will actually double. Florida consumers live differently than any other state. We have retirees that don't answer unknown calls. We have transplants that prefer a text, and people that don't want any communication whatsoever, to be honest. We also have seasonal residents, ones that might be from, I don't know, North Carolina, that don't even use their Florida-based number. Most agencies will actually ignore these behavioral problems, and they'll just use the same follow-up sequences that they use everywhere. Guys, this doesn't work in Florida. I've tracked response patterns across hundreds of Florida campaigns, and the data is just clear. Florida leads actually respond to text before calls. They want scheduling flexibility, and they research longer than actually deciding. So I'll give you some sauce from our actual strategy. My Florida follow-up protocol addresses these exact behavioral issues. So my first contact is usually a text, not a call. I'm usually saying, "Hey Johnny, this is Christian with Business Video Solutions, following up with your interest in our video marketing. When's a good time for you to chat about your needs?" Then I schedule calls around Florida lifestyle. So morning calls to maybe the older or the retirees, evening calls for working families, or weekend calls for just busy professionals. And then I also extend my follow-up sequence. Florida consumers usually take longer to decide, like I said, and sometimes I'll even follow up for 90 days, not just 30 days. So let's jump into some examples. So I have a Florida contractor that was closing about 20% of leads. Super frustrated with the lead quality, and we implemented our Florida protocol, text first contact, flexible scheduling, extended follow-up, and the close rate jumped to over 45%. Same leads, different approach. And this just goes back to making decisions based off the data, right? Because I've analyzed personally response patterns from thousands of Florida leads. The businesses that adapt to the actual Florida consumer behavior are the ones that don't struggle with that don't struggle with the low answer rate as well as the low close rate. So if you felt like this information helped you at all, make sure to give us a follow and subscribe for more Florida-focused business content.